Deuteronomy then also has one of the most important, if not the most important, short scripture in Judaism, the Shema, S-H-E-M-A. That's Deuteronomy 6:4. Hear, O Israel, the Lord your God is one Lord. And at 6:4, that's the first thing often in Hebrew that an infant at birth might hear. It is the thing that you see as you look at the Western Wall, the Wailing Wall in Jerusalem, in the small boxes on the most traditional Jews. That's what would be inside there on a tablet in Hebrew, a piece of paper. Or it could be bind them on your hands or on your foreheads, it says, and put them outside your houses. If you have any Jewish persons who live around you, it might be interesting to see if they have a container to the right or to the left of their front door. Inside that container would be the Shema. Hear, O Israel, the Lord your God is one Lord. Also know that when asked about the most important scripture or the most important law, Jesus said, and you should love your neighbor as yourself, in addition to the second part of that, which is, Hear, O Israel, the Lord your God is one Lord, and you should love God, etc. The Torah then becomes the central part of Judaism to which they have given everything else. In Christianity, it really has those basic stories with which we give children a background of the history of faith. We do many of the Genesis stories and then lots of the gospel stories from Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and skip a lot that's in the middle because it's not as story written for one reason for sure. You might find that it's interesting to chat with people about how much they might have read of the Hebrew Bible, or for yourself. I know as a kid, I used to make a New Year's Day resolution, almost yearly it seemed, to start the Bible and read it completely through. That goes really well for a while. But once you get into some of those Levitical laws, and then you get into Numbers, where it starts to do the genealogies and all of the materials that give you who was in what tribe, you can really get bogged down. I remember one year getting into 1st or 2nd Kings, and the she-bear and her cubs came out of the mountains, came down and ate the people, and at that time I didn't read so much after that. We do have an improvement then in you can get a text, or you can find online a text that will give you part of the Hebrew Bible, part of the Psalms, and part of the Gospel daily, so that you don't get into a big historical spot, a big law spot, or a big genealogy spot where they just list and list and list. And that would get you through the Bible in 1 year, and by reading those 3 parts each day. But you don't have on and on and on, chapter after chapter, in some of the places in the scriptures that don't seem to be as relevant in 2009 in application to our lives. I hope that you are making some progress with being able to put these together and being able to see how the different editors of the Hebrew Bible have contributed. And I wish you blessings for a great week and for many weeks to come, as in Northwest Ohio, we're looking towards 60 in a couple days, and we'll be in our shorts and flip-flops after a winter with 20 below. Thanks so much, and have a blessing-filled week. Bye.